Hello and welcome to this session of Age-Well Yoga. This is a 1-hour flow that's centered on the heart, opening up the heart area and creating expansiveness through the chest. We'll start today in easy seat Sukhasana, and you might like to have a cushion underneath you. So just sitting comfortably on your mat. If this doesn't serve you, you might like to have your legs out in front of you, knees bent slightly. Hands on your thighs or your knees. Just start to become truly present in the space that you're in. Start to notice your feet on the ground, your sit bones connecting with the earth. Start to notice the air around your face, your neck, the temperature of the air on your hands and feet. And if it's comfortable for you, blink your eyes closed or just look at the ground in front of you. As you start to connect with your breath. As always today, just do what is comfortable and within your own range. Inhale, stretching the chest out to the side. And exhale, relaxing your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, expanding through the shoulders. And exhale, noticing the ground connecting with your sit bones. Take a couple of deep breaths, just like that. Expanding and relaxing. And as you focus on your breath, start to focus on your left nostril. We're going to be breathing in our mind and perhaps even with control just through the left nostril. So just inhale naturally and exhale. And then as you inhale, just notice the air coming up your left nostril. And then exhale normally. Just notice the air as it comes into your left nostril. Feel the coolness of the air against your skin. Left side. The nurturing coolness, calmness. Take one more inhale through the left nostril. Exhale naturally. And then just put your tongue to the top of the mouth, just behind your teeth. And engage your Ujjayi breathing, ocean breathing. Just constraining the back of the throat to create an ocean sound, like the waves on the shore. Inhale a couple of times using your Ujjayi breath. And if you like, you can engage that as we go through practice tonight. Just put your mind at your heart center, your chest area. And imagine a green light glowing there. As you inhale, the light expands. And as you exhale, it softens. As you inhale, it expands, full of love and self-care, calmness and compassion for you and for those around you. Take one more deep breath and then blink your eyes open if they were closed. Have your hands next to you, palms up. Inhale, stretch your arms wide out to the side, up overhead, palms facing. And exhale, looking to the right. Sorry, looking to the left. Sorry, guys. Inhale, exhale, looking to the left. Your right hand is on the outside of your leg, and the other hand drops behind you, looking over your left shoulder. Stretching up through the spine on inhale, and softening into the twist on exhale. On the next inhale, coming back to center, arms above the head. And exhale, going to the other side. Opposite hand to the outside leg of the leg. And looking behind you. Tucking the chin slightly to create length in the spine. Inhale and come back to center. Hands above the head. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, broaden the arms, and exhale, going to the right, just leaning over to the right slightly. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, going to the left. Inhale, coming back to center, and this time dropping your hand to the right side as you go over, and pointing your fingers also to the right. Stretching through the left side body, sit bones connected to the earth. One more breath here. Inhale, coming up to center, and then exhale, going to the left side. Fingers also point to the left. And again, take an inhale through the side body. Lovely stretch here. On your next inhale, come up to center. And on your exhale, sweep your hands behind you, fingers pointing away. Have them quite close together. And squeeze your elbows, your shoulder blades together, looking up at the ceiling as you arch your back. Stretching through the front body, through the neck area. Inhale, expanding through the chest. And exhaling, pressing into the hands. One more time, inhaling, exhaling, pressing into the hands. On the next inhale, spread your arms wide, hands up above your head, and then rain your hands down in front of you, hinging from the hips, still looking forward as your hands touch down. Look forward, chest is shining forward. Inhale here, lengthening through the spine, from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. And then exhale, tucking your chin into the chest as you look towards your feet, towards the navel. And you can soften your hands down. So rather than stretching away, it's a forward bend. Take a couple of breaths here. Notice how your lungs expand through the back body. And then inhale and just walk your hands up towards your legs, and then have your hands back on your knees or thighs. We'll just do a couple of neck exercises here. So inhale and look to the right. Exhale back to center. Take an inhale here and straighten through the spine. Exhale, looking to the left. Inhale back to center. Tuck your chin into the chest, looking down. And then inhale and look up at the ceiling, keeping your shoulders down. Exhale, chin to chest. And then inhale, looking straight ahead. Good work. Just give your shoulders a couple of rolls, up and back, and then back and up. Just circle one shoulder, and then the other. And then do one and then the other, so it's like you're swimming, like backstroke. Nice work. Great, fantastic. We'll come on to, oh no, doing some supine rolls. I knew there was something else. Okay, great. Sitting up nice and tall, grounding through the sit bones. We're going to make circles with our head and shoulders, just small circles to start with. Doing some supine rolls. Some people like to close their eyes, some people like to keep them open. And as you roll, just make the circle wider and wider. Larger circle, going back and forward. Breathing in as you go back and out as you come forward. When you next go back on the inhale, stop and then change directions. Start going wide first of all, large circles with your head, shoulders and torso, and then slowly decrease the size of the circle until you come back to vertical. Just sitting up nice and tall when you're ready. Just close your eyes and notice how your body feels now. Connect with your breath. Just notice. Wonderful. Now we're ready for tabletop. So coming onto your hands and knees. Your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Feet pointing straight back. Neutral spine. So the tailbone points back, the crown shines forward, and you're active in your core, knitting your ribs into the midline. Inhale and paint a line up with your nose, dropping the belly to the mat, hips to the sky for cow. And exhale for cat, rounding through the back, chin to chest. Inhale for cow. Hips go high. Exhale for cat, pushing the mat away from you with your hands. And take two more like that, following your own breath. Inhaling for cow, shining through the heart space, and exhaling, tucking in the tail for cat. And one more. And then just move your hips from side to side, move your shoulders from side to side, forward and back slightly, just giving yourself any massage you require. Lovely work. Just checking that your hands are splayed out on the mat, thumbs pointing towards each other, and you're pressing into the fingertips and your thumbs and little finger. Inhale, stretch the right leg back. Parallel with the floor, toes pointing down. Exhale, knee to nose. Right knee comes in, rounding the back, nose towards the knee. Inhale, stretching back. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch the right leg back. And exhale, knee to the mat. Left side now. Inhale, stretch the left leg back, nice and long through the heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, stretching the left heel back. And exhale, knee comes to the mat. Good work. Now we're going to walk our hands forward and come into Sphinx pose. So lay on the mat, belly onto the mat. Your elbows are under your shoulders. And your forearms are parallel to each other, shoulder width apart. Again, hands splayed out, thumbs pointing towards each other. You're pressing through the tops of your feet. Your heart space is shining forward, so you're looking forward, and the crown of your head is shining upwards. Take 2 deep breaths here, Ujjayi breathing, constricting in the back of the throat. Just be conscious of your breath. Nice work. Stacking your hands on top of each other's, elbows go out to the side. Put your forehead on your hands. Shins go up to the sky. And just windscreen wipe your shins from side to side, releasing the back. Wonderful. Replacing your feet and legs on the mat. Hands are under your shoulder. We'll have a baby cobra here. So again, hands splayed out under your shoulders. Your elbows are tucked into your ribs. Inhale here, and again, draw a line up with your nose, lifting your head and shoulders off the mat, pressing into your feet. Exhale, coming down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, pressing through the feet. Head and shoulders come off the mat. And you might even play with just lessening the amount of pressure on your hands and seeing if you can actually hover your hands off the mat. Your torso will come down a little bit. And then exhale and come back down. Inhale, pushing up into tabletop. And then from tabletop, inhale here, tuck the toes and shine your hips up for downward facing dog as you exhale. First downward facing dog of the day. Let's walk out our dog, bending one knee and then the other, tracking the opposite heel to the mat. And then we'll bend both knees in, chest towards the knees. Really pressing into our hands here and making a straight line from our hands all the way through to our hip bones. And then slowly starting to straighten up the legs. Keep a micro bend in your knees. No need to have them completely straight. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Come forward, put your knees on the mat and come into a supported plank. So your body is at a diagonal. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Good work. We're going to hold this. 3, 2, 1. Come back to tabletop, so walk your hands back in. Kickstand your right leg out to the side, to the right. So your knee is staying where it is, but your foot is going to go out to the right. Your right hand is planted in line with your knee. And your left foot is flat on the mat to the side. So you've got your right knee out to the right side of your mat. So right foot out to the right side of your mat. Left foot is towards the back of your mat, flat on the floor, pointing towards the left side of the mat. The right hand is under your right shoulder. Beautiful. Stretching the left hand up. For a supported plank, supported side plank. Inhale here, stretching the arm up. And then exhale here. On the next inhale, push up with your right hand and bring your torso to the vertical. So you're balancing on your right knee and your left foot. Left leg is still straight. Inhale, stretching your arms out so parallel with the mat. Relaxing the shoulders down on exhale. Inhale, stretch further. And then exhale, bringing the left hand down to the left thigh or shin. Work. Gate pose. Inhale, come up. This time, exhale, going back down again, left hand to left shin, and bringing the right hand over the head, pointing to the left. A full gate pose. Stretching from the right knee through the right hip, right side body, right shoulder. Inhale and come back up, arms parallel with the mat. And exhale, coming back down into tabletop. Good work. We're going to go the other side now. Kickstanding the left foot out to the left side of the mat. The left hand is in line with the left knee, and the right foot is at the back of the mat, pointing towards the left edge of the mat. Inhale and stretch your right hand up towards the sky. The supported side plank. Hips go up towards the sky. One more inhale, stretching the top arm up. And exhale as you come up. Torso is vertical, arms parallel with the mat. Inhale, stretch the arms wide. And exhale, lower your right hand towards your right thigh or shin. Keep your left hand where it is, not on where it is. Inhale, come up so your arms are parallel with the floor. And exhale, drop the right hand again to the thigh or shin, and this time point the left fingers towards the back of the mat, towards your right foot. Feeling the stretch all the way through from your left knee, left hip, left side body, left shoulder. And there is a stretch in your right hip as well. Inhale, come back up, arms parallel with the mat. Exhale, rain your hands down so that you come back into tabletop. Just take a cat-cow here to realign the back. So inhale, shine your heart space forward. Hips go to the sky. Exhale, rounding through the back, tailbone tucks in. Come back to neutral spine. Inhale, tuck in the toes. Exhale, hips go to the sky, downward facing dog. Walk your hands towards your feet and come into ragdoll. Opposite arm has opposite elbow. Sway from side to side. Letting go of the back, the hamstrings, loosening the neck. So nod yes, shake your head no to loosen the neck. And then let your arms go floppy. Tuck your chin into your chest, inhaling, coming up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. In your mind's eye, see those bones stacking one on top of the other to create your back chain. All the way up, standing. Good work. And just give your shoulders a couple of shrugs. Shaking it out. We'll do a half vinyasa and then we'll do a sun salutation. A, standing at the front of your mat, mountain pose. So just grounding through the four corners of your feet. Notice the connection with the earth. The earth energy rising through your body, coming up the front of your body, washing over you, down the back of your body. Your tailbone stretches down towards the earth, and your crown stretching up towards the sky, broad across the chest. Wonderful. Inhale, stretch your arms out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, rain your hands forward, forward fold. Inhale, come into halfway lift. Hands on thighs or shins, body parallel with the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Folding your body towards your legs. Have a bend in your knees if that serves you. And then pushing through your feet, inhale, spread your arms out wide, bring them up above your head, and then hands to heart center as you exhale. Nice work. We'll do a sun salutation A now, similar, but we're going to be doing our supported planks, dog pose, and all of those other good things. So inhale, stretching your arms out to the side, hands overhead, palms facing, stretching up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, stretching your arms forward, coming down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands either side of your feet and step back into dog pose. Chest tracks towards the mat and hips up to the sky. Inhale here, exhale, knees come to the mat, supported plank. Shoulders are over your wrists. Your body is in a diagonal against the floor. And you're looking forward. We'll hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tucking the elbows into the ribs, lower your body down to the mat. Nice and slowly. Beautiful. You might need to adjust your position on the mat. Pressing through the tops of your feet, knees come off the mat, hands are under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. Inhale and come into baby cobra. Head and shoulders, chest are off the mat. And exhale, releasing down. Inhale, push up into tabletop, tuck the toes, and exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in towards your hands for forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise. Inhale, spreading your arms out to the side, up overhead, and then exhaling, hands to heart center. Great work. Do that one more time with a standing pose in the middle. Inhale, arms out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, raining down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands either side of your feet and step back into dog pose. Inhale here. On the exhale, knees come to the mat for a plank. Looking forward, pushing up through the fingertips in your plank and active in the core. Inhale here, tuck your elbows in towards your ribs and lower down to the mat. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up into tabletop, tuck your toes, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raising your right leg up for three-legged dog. And exhale, stepping your right leg in between your hands in one go if you can. You might have to step or move your hand to get there. Beautiful. So your right leg is in a square. Turn your left foot so it's at 60 degrees and place it flat on the mat. Stretch your left arm forward as you inhale. Exhale, pushing up into warrior two. Beautiful. Arms stretched out wide. The front leg is in a square. Your right leg is in a square. Knee stacked over ankle, tracking towards the second and third toes. Pressing into your back foot. And active in the core. So we're tucking the tail in. We're scooping the pelvis in. So the tail goes long. Tucking the pelvis almost comes forward, scoops forward. Inhale and flip your right hand so the palm is up. And exhale here. Inhale, pointing your right hand up to the sky, left hand to the thigh. Reverse warrior. Excuse me. Inhale, stretch long. And exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale and straighten your right leg and release your hands. We're going to come into a side angle pose now. So we're going to inhale, bend the right leg again. Stretch our arms out in warrior two. Nice and tall, nice and wide. Chest is open. Inhaling here and then exhaling, forearm comes to the thigh on the right side. Palm is up as though you are holding a pearl in your hand. And then we're going to sweep the left arm down, past the body, past the face, and up so that the upper arm is by our shoulder. So the left hand is pointing diagonally up. It's like there's a diagonal line from our left heel all the way to our left pinky. Left pinky is pointing down towards the floor. So the left palm is facing the right. So looking up towards the ceiling, tucking in the right hip. One more stretch here, inhaling, and then exhaling, coming back to warrior two, keeping the leg bent. Inhale, stretch out, and exhale, rain the hands down. Good work. Inhale here, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Going the left side now. Inhale, stretching the left leg up. Exhale, left foot comes in between the hands. Get it there however it serves you. And that left leg is now in a square. Have the right foot flat on the mat at 60 degrees. Inhale and stretch your right arm forward. Exhale, cartwheel it towards the back of your mat, coming up for warrior two on the left side. Shoulders stack over hips. Just looking over your middle finger of your left hand. Active through the core, so your navel is tracking towards your spine. And just roll your shoulders down your back. Inhale and turn your left palm up. And exhale here. Inhale, left palm comes up to the sky. Left arm is pointing up. Right hand on the right thigh. Reversing your warrior. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, stretch wide. And exhale, left forearm is on left thigh. Palm is up. And again, we'll sweep the right hand down towards the ground and then point it towards the front of the mat and then up above our head so that the right upper arm is by our right ear and the right palm is facing to the left so the pinky is on the bottom of the hand. A side angle pose. Tucking in the left hip. Relax the jaw. Inhale, stretch your right arm long. Exhale, cartwheel back to warrior two. Inhale to stretch the arms wide. And then cartwheel down to frame your left foot. Inhale here. And exhale, downward facing dog. Excellent work. Take a couple of breaths in downward facing dog. Walk your hands towards your feet.
Hanging ragdoll, swaying from side to side. And then slowly roll up to mountain. Tucking in the chin for the last minute.
Great work. For our balance tonight, we're going to do a dancer prep. So I want you to track your right foot into the mat, toes pressing in, and then slowly and consciously place your ball of your foot, the middle of your foot, and your heel down on the mat. Going to be putting our weight into our right leg. The left leg goes back slightly, so stepping the left leg back so you're just on your toes. So we're going to inhale, so just pick a spot on the floor that you can focus on. And we're going to inhale, the left leg is coming off the mat, and the right arm is stretching forward to be like a counterbalance. Good work. And come back. Okay, now we've worked out what we're doing. We'll do that and we'll do it to a count. So putting the weight into the right foot, left leg stretches back, toes on the ground. The right arm stretches forward, the counterbalance. And when we have our balance, inhaling, left leg goes up. Have your right hand on your left thigh if you want. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work. Just give your legs a bit of a shake out. We'll go to the other side. Left toes drag along the mat, and then consciously placing the left foot onto the mat, 4 corners of the foot. Then let the weight go into your left leg. You might be bending your leg slightly. Right foot is back, so you're balancing on your toes. Looking at a spot on the floor in front of you, taking the weight into your left leg, stretching the left arm forward, stretching the right leg back for a balance. Inhale here and then come back down. Well done. Now we'll do that for a hold. So just grounding that left foot in. Weight goes into the left leg. Right leg stretches back. Left arm stretches forward. Stretching back through that diagonal from your left hand to your right foot. Engaging through the core. And we'll hold that for 3, 2, 1, and release. Good work. Just give your legs a bit of a kick out. Nice work indeed. All right, going into staff pose now. So sitting on your mat. Feet out in front. With your legs straight, you might like to have a small bend in your knees. So nice and tall through the spine. Just being conscious of creating space in the chest area. So you might like to have your hands on the ground next to you, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Active in the core. And again, creating that space in your spine. Tucking in the chin. Just notice how you feel after all those standing poses. Today we're going to do a forward fold with our knees bent. So just bend your knees up slightly to create space in between your knees and the mat. And inhale, stretch your arms out to the side, up overhead. And exhale, rain your hands down towards your legs, your feet. And lay your torso on your thighs, towards your thighs, and just relax your hands down. Looking at your feet, Inhale, stretching through the back body. And then exhale, looking at your knees, tucking your chin towards your chest and softening down. Allow your hands to relax, palms up next to you. And just inhale here. Let gravity and your thighs support your torso. Gravity is allowing you to soften down. Your thighs are supporting that. Take another breath here. And inhale, looking at your toes, stretch your arms far forward as you can. Inhaling, coming up, and hands to heart center, exhale. Nice work. Stand your right knee up and the right foot is next to your left thigh. Wrap your left arm around your right shin. Squeeze your thigh in tightly to your body, keeping your torso upright. Inhale, stretch your right hand up towards the sky. And then exhale as you drop it behind you and look over your right shoulder. You might need to adjust your hand a little bit to make sure that your torso is still vertical. Inhale, stretching up through the spine. Exhale to soften into the twist. Keep active in your left foot. Left toes are pointing up to the sky. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, and turning a little further. Keeping your feet and legs where they are. Inhaling and twist, coming out of the twist, framing your left hip with your hands for a counter twist. Good work. And come back to center. Straightening that leg, and we'll go on the other side now. So the left leg is bent next to your right thigh, foot's next to right thigh. Just being active in the right leg, toes pointing up to the sky. Your right arm is hugging your left shin, hugging the thigh and right close to your body. Inhale, stretch your left hand and arm up high. Exhale, drop it behind you. You might dome your fingers, you might have your palm flat depending on your geometry. And look over your left shoulder. Inhale for length, creating space in the spine. And exhale to turn. Inhale to create space and exhale one last time to turn. This time, keeping your legs where they are, inhaling, coming back to center and then looking to the right hip, framing the right hip with your hands. Good work. And coming back to center. Now we'll put both legs wide of the mat. So creating a nice big space in front of us. Legs are straight. Our toes are pointing up towards the sky. And we're going to look towards our left leg, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to bring down our left hand inside our left leg and have the other hand pointing towards the left toes, right hand pointing towards the left toes, without bringing our right buttock off the mat. So if the right buttock has come off the mat because you're stretching down towards your toes, come back a little bit. So it's a twist. So we're now looking towards our right leg, even though we're leaning towards our left leg. Relax the jaw, relax the muscles of the face, and send your breath to anywhere where there is discomfort. Inhale, coming up, hands above the head. And exhale, hands to heart center. So go the other side now. So inhaling, looking towards the right leg. Inhale, hands are up in the air. Exhale, the right hand comes on the inside of the right leg, palm up. And you're looking towards your left leg, and your left fingers are pointing towards your right toes. Active legs, so toes still pointing up. And just check that your left sit bone is still on the ground and come up a little bit. If it's come off the ground, bring your torso up a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling to soften. Activate your Ujjayi breath. Inhaling as you come up, hands above the head, and exhaling, coming back to center, hands to heart center. Nice work. Bringing your feet together, knees drop out to the side. Interlacing your fingers and placing your hands on the base of your feet, on the outer edge of your feet, or on your ankles or shins, wherever is comfortable for you. And you can have your feet out quite a long way or closer in, whatever is comfortable for you. When you've got the position that suits you, we'll start some butterflies. So we're going to be flapping our knees back and forth, nice and straight in the back. So you can actually lean back to create a sort of like a tension in your arms. Shoulders go down the back and length in the neck. Flapping your wings just like a butterfly. And then we'll relax the legs, still in the same hold. Press the elbows in towards the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale to fold forward. You might find it easier to bring your legs out a little way. Inhaling to the length and then exhaling to fold forward. Looking towards your feet or in between your feet and your torso. Inhaling, coming up and release. You just might want to shake your legs out a little bit as you straighten them on the mat. Good work. Coming down onto the mat now for a bridge. So creating length in your body, just tucking in your chin to make sure that your neck is long. Bring your feet next to your buttocks, knees up towards the sky, feet are hip width apart. Bring your hands next to your buttocks, palms down. Roll to the left and tuck in your right shoulder blade to the center line. Roll to the right and do the same for your left shoulder blade. And then come back to center. Looking up at the ceiling, inhale, press through the heels, lift up the hips towards the sky for bridge pose, pressing through your hands, forearms, your shoulders, and the crown and the back of your neck. Back of your head. Inhale, expand through the chest, and exhale to peel your spine back down to the mat. Just really concentrate on that connection back onto the mat. Even the small of the back comes down onto the mat before the coccyx touches and the sway of your back returns. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling, pressing through the heels, hips go up to the sky, long in the front body, looking straight up at the ceiling, pressing through the arms. Track your tailbone towards the end of your mat, the front of your mat. Nice and long in the body. Buttocks are active.
Inhaling, chest opens. And on the exhale, lowering down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good work. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring both thighs in towards the chest, hugging your shins in and your thighs in towards your body, and just roll from side to side, massaging your back. Place your feet back on the mat, knees up towards the sky, crossing your right thigh over your left. Nice tight cross. Drop both knees to the right and look to the left. Arms are in a T. So your arms are out straight out from your shoulders. Inhaling into your side body and exhaling, softening down the hips, the knees. Inhale, come back to center and swap the cross of your legs. Left thigh over right thigh. Exhaling as both knees go out to the left, you're looking to the right. Keep your right shoulder blade on the mat. Inhaling lots of beautiful energy and exhaling, softening anywhere where there's discomfort. Inhaling, coming back to center, and exhaling to uncross your legs and stretch your legs long, getting ready for relaxation. So your legs are long, feet are dropping out to the side. Your arms are by your side, palms up. And again, just check for length in the neck, tucking your chin in slightly. Check that you're broad across your chest, your shoulder blades tracking together as you get ready to focus inwards. And we'll start again with that breath, breathing through the left nostril. Inhaling, and notice the air coming into your left nostril. And then exhaling. Notice how you soften into the mat. Inhaling through the left nostril and exhaling to soften. Take 3 more breaths just like that. And after your last breath like that, let that breathing go and just relax your breathing and let it come and go naturally. Turn your attention to your heart space, the center of your chest, and that glowing green light, full of love and compassion for you and for those around you. Notice that green light, and then focus on your throat center. Focus on your ankles. And come back to a chest center, heart center. That green light. Send the green light down to your knees. Some self-care for your knees. Come back to heart center. And send the green light down to your hips and pelvis. Feel them relaxing into the mat. Come back to heart center. Soft green light glowing. And send that energy to your wrists and elbows. Bring your attention back to your heart center. Send the energy to your shoulders and your throat center. Place your attention back on your heart center. And send that energy to your eyebrow center, your third eye. And then to the crown of your head, your crown center. Connection with wisdom. And as we let go of that visualization, we'll start our body scan. Feet and ankles relax. Calves and knees relax. Thighs and hips relax. Pelvis relaxes down. Abdomen relaxes. Hands and wrists relax. Forearms and elbows relax. Upper arms and shoulders relax. Collarbone relaxes. Neck and jaw relax. Tongue relaxes down. Draw your lips back from your teeth and then set them in a gentle smile. Raise your eyebrows and stretch your scalp and then relax them down. Eyes relax. The skin on your face relaxes. As the body relaxes, so the mind follows. Stillness. If thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds in the sky of your mind. And focus on your breath. As we start to come out of relaxation, deepen your breathing. And introduce some movement into your fingers and toes.
Moving your hands and feet. You might like to stretch your arms wide or overhead and stretch your legs long. Before curling up in a tight ball, hugging your knees in towards your chest. And when you're ready, rolling to the right. And just taking a few moments there to integrate all the good work you've done today in practice. And when you're ready, pushing up to a seat as we started class. Sitting in easy seat Sukhasana, cross-legged, or with your feet out in front of you, or legs out in front of you. Inhaling, and bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, we bow our thinking mind to a loving heart in gratitude for practice today, and in gratitude for nature itself. Thank you for practicing with me, and namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. If you have any comments or you'd like to like this video and subscribe, that would be wonderful. See you soon. Bye.